The Federation of Light. What once was good morning? I've been chatting with some people lately who seem to be having the same experience as me. In this sense, I'm not out of my body per se, and yet I'm much more aware of observing my physical body doing things. For example, walking, making tea. Anything. It feels like I'm just outside myself, and yet it's not quite that. This is new, and I was wondering if you could shed some light on the subject, as I assume it happens to many. Thank you. Welcome. Blossom. Welcome to every light soul who visits us in their free time to catch up and better understand who they are. Yes, Blossom, this is in a sense an upgrade. You are now more aware of the self, the I am, and you are watching and observing from a higher energy of that self. In other words, your higher vibration is observing what once was. Who was I before? Or what was I before? Who you think you were? Now that your vibrational frequency has undergone a much more noticeable improvement, you can sense and perceive your more animated physical self from a higher perspective. For everyone, it seems to be a trend at the moment to grasp the concept of I am consciousness, rather than being in the mind and body of who we think we are, who we have always related to, our thoughts and patterns, our programming, etc. I know this is true. I know we are all one consciousness. And yet, trying to incorporate that one true reality into our daily doing and being is hard to grasp. In that sense of who am I then? If not the Blossom I know myself to be. We acknowledge the complexity of such a question. We will do our best to help clarify the series of inquiries that accompany it, while remaining faithful to the initial question. Anyone experiencing this higher self-awareness in their daily movement must accept that there has been a change, from within. An upgrade, as you say. Did we upgrade ourselves, or is it something coming from elsewhere and it's simply time for this to happen? In our last conversation, Blossom, we hinted that the higher energies have been presented thanks to the way many on your planet are receiving their new selves? And yet you didn't put it quite like that. Welcoming our new self. I like that. Good. Because that is what is happening. When we say new, we mean new to you. For you have always been and always will be. All that is. This observer feeling shows that your energies have risen to a level that allows you to become and recognize more of who you are and who you are not. You are not this physical body. Your body, divine as it is the vehicle your entire being has chosen to use to move from one experience to another on your planet Earth. Your programming has confined your thoughts and beliefs into a neat little story about who you are, what you must eat, what you must do to succeed, etc., etc. Ad infinitum. And yet, that is programming. It is not the real you. So, who or what programmed us? Society. We have chosen to leave this as the answer at this stage. So, we understand we are love. We are pure consciousness, and yet we find it so difficult to easily be that, or connect with that. We are unable to tap into and bring forth what we need to know. And yet, if we are that, why can't we do it? Again, Blossom, the programming and many other aspects that have closed the shutters on the human being, bringing them to an almost automated point of living. And yet, the heart is what lets you know you are so much more than you perceive yourself to be. Feeling for yourself and other circumstances is what lets you know you are alive. That there is more to you. Through such discoveries, the heart leads you to your awakening. When you allow the veil of forgetfulness to be gently and slowly lifted, you awaken to even greater truths. There will always be more truths to awaken to, as you let in the light of consciousness. This light is what you know yourself to be. Deep down you know it. Take away the physicality. What remains? Your light. No form. Just a speck of light. That speck is every and all of every and all things. Just that speck. And yet, for the sake of understanding, I try to imagine consciousness as an enormous ball of nothingness. Knowing everything resides within it. Every thought, every possibility. Absolutely everything. I've always seen it as a sort of black hole, and yet now, for the first time, I realize I should see it as an enormous ball of light. It only took me 68 years. Again, Blossom, this happens because your perspective is changing. You and the tribe of light dwelling on the earth plane at this moment are changing perspective. In a unique way. Together. However, not all souls do. And yet not all souls are souls. I knew you'd say that. Are you talking about NPCs? We are. Again. We have chosen to leave this as the answer. Delving into such matters requires a depth we consider too disruptive for what we wish to accomplish here. Know, dearest souls, that there are infinite possibilities in every moment. Everything presented on your planet is certainly not all it seems. We wish to return to those who are awake, those who will awaken in time. You can feel it. This tribe you belong to. And now, as one force, you are rising together into a higher knowing of what this force can do. Although this observer experience is different, they are just the first steps of a ladder that will leave you amazed and in awe of yourselves. Go with it, dear souls. Happy travels. See, you don't have to do anything to become who you are, because you already are. You. The real you. The higher understanding of you. The next stage of you is here. Isn't it exciting? Yes. I have to say, I like it. It gives hope and encouragement because we know we are getting to where we want to get to. Wherever that is. Home Blossom. It is bringing you home. And yet, you would surely say we are already home. In our heart? Always. And yet, this full understanding holds depths. We ask you for now to accept this upgrade as a knowing, a feeling that you are without doubt. On the up. And on the out. Out of the matrix? Yes. Needless to say, this is an answer you don't want to dwell on? That is so. May I ask why? You're showing me an image of a computer chip, and then it activates and plasma lightning etc. shoots out everywhere. I guess that means these things can't be answered in simple terms. And certainly not in my head. To add to that, you are here to bring love, light, laughter and joy. To do so, you don't need to know such complexities. Some are eager to investigate such matters and others have the intellectual capacity not only to delve deeper but to comprehend them. And those who are wired for such brain activity know where to go, or will be led to the knowledge they need. And that's that. For sure. Correct. A good motto to go by is Blossom. Keep it simple. All you truly need to know is, I am the light, I am the love, I am the truth, I am. And I know this, which makes me too lucky to stress about anything. Once again, guys, with gratitude, with loving service. I am. Andromeda High Council, Temporal Sovereignty and the Art of Ascension, beloved ones. We greet you from the luminous fields of Andromeda, where timelines flow like rivers of light and consciousness moves as a living intelligence. Timelines shift through perception. When you perceive yourself and others as separate bodies, forms, and identities, you enter a field where everything affects everything, where environments, emotions, and collective currents move freely through you. When you perceive yourself as a vehicle of Source, as living spirit, as part of a unified field, your frequency aligns with your highest timeline, where coherence, harmony, and clarity become your natural state. Consciousness creates experience. What you hold as truth becomes the structure of your reality. When you enter a space of memory and say within yourself, I am Source and so is everyone here, may we all be blessed and permeated by this frequency, you generate a field that reorganizes the environment, emotions, and subtle currents around you. Love and compassion form intelligent fields of order. When you meet others through this frequency, your field stabilizes, your awareness expands, and your presence elevates rather than absorbs. This is the path of the sensitive star being, the empathic being, the starseed being, learning sovereignty through unity. Timelines change as identity shifts. As you move beyond personal identity, beyond attachment to body and mind, beyond emotional fusion with external fields, your experience naturally elevates to higher frequencies, where perception becomes clear, intuition becomes navigation, and coherence becomes your home. Patience is part of mastery. Growth unfolds through experience, embodiment, and gentle refinement. Even the most evolved beings learn through relationships, intimacy, connection, and love. Every interaction becomes a teacher, every bond becomes a mirror, every moment becomes a doorway to higher alignment. You are learning temporal sovereignty through remembrance, love, compassion, and unity. This is the art of ascension, the science of consciousness, and the living path of embodied Source. February 2026 Ascension Update. Spiritual Realignment Archetypes. The Warrior, the Spiritual Warrior Chakra Focus. 3rd, Solar Plexus. Keywords: self-esteem, balanced power, will, self-truth, spiritual integrity, selfless impeccability, psycho-spiritual resilience, divine choices, cosmic creative cycle. Would hello beautiful soul. This month we are invited by cosmic forces to refine our willpower, to step more fully into our authenticity and true self, as we navigate fiery emotions that may cause us to waver. Staying grounded and true to ourselves will require embodying the archetypes of the warrior and the spiritual warrior to stand straight, aligned, and ready for the challenges and opportunities of this year. The astrological energies supporting this are the convergence on January 26th of the planet Neptune entering the zodiac sign of Aries. I discussed this in my last newsletter, and 2026, the year of the fire horse, February 17th, 2020 to February 5th, 2027, along with an eclipse and 2 powerful moons. This month kicks off the rise of a 14-year period of transformation where lofty, spiritual, and artistic ideals, Neptune, are forcibly embodied through bold action, courage, and personal sovereignty, Aries. This period marks a shift from the passive dreaming of the last 14 years, Neptune in Pisces, to doing, where spirituality is lived rather than merely contemplated or internalized. This is a time of incredible transformation for humanity, and we will witness the rise of many new systems, new structures, spiritually oriented values, and an acceleration of the new way of being human. February will require us to dig deeper to attune to these new frequencies, to direct our will and temper burgeoning passion by applying emotional intelligence, as well as balance personal power with an open heart, and intuitively discern our way through any chaos or uncertainty. To learn more about these archetypes and February's energies, read my video, In Service and Divine Liberation, Samantha Angel Message. Turn to the light, my dear friends, we love you so much. One of the greatest pains on earth is blaming other humans or the outer world for pulling you away from your loving center. One of the greatest joys comes from feeling aligned and centered in the love that is your true essence. You feel good when you are in tune with your true nature. You feel bad when you are not. You have been taught to credit or blame others for these feelings of connection or disconnection, when in reality, you are the only one thinking the thoughts in your mind, and thus the only one able to tune your own feelings and vibrations. While others can have a profound influence, incredibly inspiring or incredibly cruel, no one will ever control your thoughts. The more you take charge of your mind, the less others can influence it. The more you decide how to think and feel, the less the world can cause you pain. The more you focus on love, choosing to love or appreciate someone or something, the less the lower behaviors of others can torment you and keep you company in their misery. And while this is a wonderful and challenging concept to embrace, adopting this understanding returns your personal power to you. It helps you rise above manipulation and live happily even in a world of extreme contrasts. Many who came before you did not understand the true energetic nature of reality. They were raised believing they were at the mercy of others and the outer world. It is only in your generation that deeper truths about the 5D nature of reality are coming to light. You belong to generations in transition, shifting their understanding from a purely three-dimensional model of reality to an understanding of its energetic nature. You are lightworkers, way-showers, explorers, and early adopters of a completely new understanding of how the universe works. You have been brave to incarnate in these times of change. The vast majority of people on Earth still want to blame the outer world for what goes on inside of them. You know a more powerful truth. You can master your mind, manage your vibrations, and create a magical experience of life on Earth, regardless of what others do. The way your parents, teachers, and authority figures thought and behaved profoundly influenced many of you, sometimes in positive ways, other times, causing you intense pain. But now that you are no longer dependent upon them for your survival, you can choose how to think and feel. You are not even at the mercy of your memories. Many of you have worked to accept the past and let it go. Many of you have taken the fertilizer of the past and blossomed into the glorious roses you are. And while bad food will never taste good and bad behaviors will never make you feel good when you think about them, you can choose what to focus on. If you were at a buffet and saw food you didn't like at all, we hope you wouldn't stop, stare at it, and complain about it to everyone around you. Likewise, when you see horrible behavior, past or present, think of it as spoiled food. Say a quick prayer for the light of love to rise in all souls. Then turn to what nourishes your spirit. Fixing upon evil binds you to it. Finding creative ways to focus upon what uplifts, inspires, and nourishes your spirit will free you. Some of you will benefit from assistance from healers, therapists, or trusted friends. Others might prefer to imagine brushing away painful thoughts, praying for all involved, and changing the channel. In whatever way you do it, choosing to focus upon life's more pleasant realities is a monumental act of self-love. When thoughts of pain come to mind, remind yourself, no, I deserve to feel good. And as soon as you can, focus on something that makes you feel better. You deserve to feel good. When you witness something heartbreaking in the news, Offer a prayer for love to well up in all human hearts, then affirm, "Love is my reality. Love is my truth. I live and dwell in love." Lower vibrations cannot exist in love any more than a shadow can exist in light. Changing old habits and thought patterns can take time and tenderness. Like an untrained puppy, the mind wanders in many directions at first, but with patience, it learns. Dearest ones, you deserve to feel good, and while you cannot control the outer world or the behavior of other human beings, you can live in tune with your loving hearts as much as possible. You can withdraw your energy from those who seek attention in unloving ways and focus it upon aspects of reality that offer love freely. Nature, kind souls, reassuring words, music, art, engaging hobbies, etc. The list of loving things and people is long and wonderful. When it seems darkness is overshadowing the earth, remember, it is not. There is far more good than evil, far more light than darkness, and far more love than hate. Love is quieter. It gives. It does not seek attention. You can find it in the smallest moments and most humble aspects of creation. A ladybug, a blade of grass, the gaze of your animals looking at you with love, or a stranger's smile. Today look for love. Seek it and see it everywhere you go. Share it when you truly can. A kind word, a prayer, a compassionate glance. You deserve to bask in the love of life. You deserve to feel good. God bless you. We love you so very much. The Angels Crystalline Kingdom. Crystalline Empowerment Greetings. Greetings, we are the consciousness, the energy, the collective of the Crystalline Kingdom. We are the soul/spirit/essence of the crystals you recognize on Earth. We could say we are their higher aspect, their divine embodiment. We exist on the inner planes in the levels of cosmic light. We have close bonds with the angelic and unicorn kingdoms, with nature spirits, the divine nature that exists on Earth, and with the elemental vibrations. We present ourselves with our pure purifying love and share it with you now. Imagine yourself immersed in a bath of liquid light. This liquid light is crystalline consciousness. It contains the vibration/frequency/wisdom/energy/love of crystalline consciousness. Imagine soaking your body/energy field/chakras/mind/emotions. This is a deep cleansing and purifying process that rejuvenates you, regenerates your being, and realigns you with your divine essence/truth. The truth that is expressed by the Creator and flows through your soul and being. Whatever you are doing, wherever you are, you have this wonderful ability to share the essence/truth of your being. The purity, the love. It is like speaking the honesty of your being. Once the ego has dissolved, once thoughts have dissolved, and even once emotions and goals have dissolved, we are left with this purity. It is not that it is clean, pristine, or perfect. It is simply an expression of the Creator. By imagining yourself in this bath of crystalline liquid light, you can bring your thoughts and attention to this part of your being that has been gifted to you by the Creator/universe. From all that is, for you to express/connect/embody/anchor. Many people wonder, what should I do on Earth? How can I make sense of my life? How can I fulfill my purpose? We, the Crystalline Kingdom, do not want you to dissolve your ego or get rid of your thoughts or emotions. They are all part of the life process on Earth. However, we guide and empower you to recognize that you can move deeper into your being, to a space that is a gift. It is a sacred space. It is your connection with the Creator. The Creator birthed you. You were born from the Creator, your essence/truth. So you are a gift. Your essence/truth is a gift from the Creator to the world, to the Creator's universe. You are a creative gift. You are a unique gift. You are a powerful and deeply loving gift, and you have chosen to be on this physical earth. The gift that you are is given to this physical body you are embodying to be shared/expressed/embodied/grounded. Are you willing to recognize yourself as a pure gift of the Creator's qualities, born from the Creator/from all that the Creator is, and that this energy is channeling into your physical body right now? It is flowing and pouring into your physical body, into your soul, and your soul gifts it to your physical body. So you have this gift to give to Earth. What is it? We know it is a gift, so it is special, and it comes from the Creator, so it contains the essence and truth of the Creator. You don't need to know what its purpose is. You don't even need to know how to communicate it and how to express it. You don't even need to know what color it is or what its qualities are. All these questions hinder you. They distract you and lead you down another road. If you imagine yourself in a bathtub, immersed in crystalline consciousness, then imagine the purity that is within you, that gift from the Creator that is channeling through you, flowing and pouring into your being. Take time to connect with it without expectations, without trying to figure out what it is, even without asking questions. Simply accepting it, simply being present with it as if you were sitting listening to a friend without asking questions. What you will notice is that it fills your body. It fills your mind. It empowers you and you don't even know how or what it is doing, but you feel awareness growing. An awareness you may not comprehend. But as it becomes more anchored and embodied in your being and your physical body, from this awareness you begin to create. You begin to create from this purity / this gift of the Creator that you are. You create and have insights, inspirations, opportunities, encounters, connections, and alignments, and all of this begins to create your purpose, your path on Earth. It may feel like the path is just a rope. A single rope that might be wobbly, that you might fall from. But you can always climb back on, and the rope, the guidance / knowing, will remain there. The more you tune into it, the more the rope grows until it becomes a very wide path and you no longer feel wobbly or like you'll fall because it is so grounded in your being and empowers you so much. Before you know it, you are fulfilling your path, your purpose on Earth. And that is how it works. We invite you to soak in our bath of crystalline consciousness liquid light. Imagine it, call upon us. You can also run water and program / ask the water to hold the crystalline consciousness liquid light, so you can connect with the gift of the Creator that you are within your being. This is a year of empowerment, of soul strengthening. We are the crystalline consciousness and we thank you.